Selena Claiborne's family could always count on her for a laugh.
Oh my God.
But now there are only tears, her relatives inconsolable, unable to make sense of her death.
They killed my baby. They killed my baby.
It happened yesterday, in the middle of the afternoon, while Claiborne was getting gas in South Shore. Relatives say she had just finished work as a security guard at WGN-TV and was blocks from home.
Hey, y'all. Y'all know, I'm clicking the wrong damn. Okay, here we go.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus, yeah. Celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about things you don't see on regular TV. So join in on Peachy Tea Tyme. Peachy Tea Tyme. Tune in on Peachy Tea Tyme. Peachy Tea Tyme. Come join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Peachy Tea Tyme. Join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Peachy Tea Tyme. Yeah.
Selena Claiborne's family could always count on her for a laugh.
Oh my God.
But now there are only tears, her relatives inconsolable, unable to make sense of her death.
They killed my baby. They killed my baby.
It happened yesterday, in the middle of the afternoon, while Claiborne was getting gas in South Shore. Relatives say she had just finished work as a security guard at WGN-TV and was blocks from home.
Hey, y'all. Hey. It's your girl, the missus with the kisses. Mwah. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all ready for the show tonight? We're going to have to get started, baby, because when I tell y'all, I couldn't figure out what to choose. I just couldn't figure it out. So we have a show tonight. I have a show for you all tonight. Let me say I. All right. So I want to say to each and every person out there, thank you so much for joining me each and every, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Thank you. I am so humble. Tomorrow I will be at, let me see, do I have it up, the flyer up for it? No, I ain't got the flyer up for it, y'all. I'm sorry. But I will be at, where will I be at? Oh, I forgot to start IG. Hey, IG. Hey, I'm sorry. I forgot about y'all once again. I'm sorry. I apologize. Hey, everybody out there in YouTube world, Facebook world, thank you. But yes, I will be at the Hits radio station. It's not really the station, but it's where we have all our meetings and everything at. Well, we are having a panel. Let me see if I can pull it up for y'all. We are having a panel, and the panel, oh, she's saying that it's not pulling up. I'm sorry. Well, it's working if you out there, boo. It's working, refining. I don't know why that one not pulling up. But anyways, y'all. So I will be on the panel. I'm trying to get big to it so I can show y'all. And I'm sure y'all seen it on my page and everything. I found a space. Look at this. Y'all just, I don't know if y'all can see all this or not. But when I tell y'all I'll be so busy. Can y'all see that? Nope. Y'all just see me. So let me pull it up. All right. Now, I'm going to be on a panel at His 92.3. And it is for, I'm going to be, how can you say it? I don't even know how you say it. Look at my baby. But here it is right here, y'all. There it is. Mediology Networking panel. I am on the panel. I'm a panelist. And what we'll be talking about is independent artists. Their managers will be there. Producers will be there. This is a free event for anyone here in Atlanta that's, trying to get out there into this world and you want to do some networking. This is the place to be. So go ahead and check it out on my website. But y'all, this is my first time being on a panel. Very first time. And when I tell y'all I'm a little nervous, but it's okay. because I'm just going to do like I do here. Talk my shit. You already know. Explicit language. We got to say explicit language. And also, allegedly. Yeah, a lot of allegedly stuff is tonight, okay? So, we're going to go ahead and get started. But first, please, y'all share this video. Go ahead and share it right now before we get started. Just hit the little share button and share it. Either share it on your page or share it to your friends so that we can get as many people as we can in here tonight. That is one of the reasons why I'll be leaving this page and I'll be going to my business page. Plus, of course, can make some coins over there. But my views ain't acting right. You know, it's saying I'm having like 70 comments, but 0 views. And I'm like, that's not possible. If these folks commenting to me during my damn show. So I don't know how that's possible. But anyways, it is what it is. But don't forget, hey, it's my anniversary. What? Anniversary, yes. And it is going to be a private location. I just went and saw the location today. I'm so excited. Super duper excited. Yeah, it's huge. It is a private event. I will start sending out invitations on April 1st, so it won't be no April Fools, okay, y'all? It ain't nothing April Fools about April 30th, baby, okay? So we're going to be in a building. We're going to be looking nice. We're going to be looking good. We're going to be strutting. Baby, I'm making my grand entrance. Baby, we're going to have all the hair. We're going to have all the hair. Baby, the hair is going to be in the building, okay? Okay? So, but y'all, please, when you get your invite, please make sure you come out and join me. We're going to have a fantastic time. I can't express it enough. We're going to have a blast, okay? All right, so let's get started for tonight. I got a lot of clips for y'all, I'm going to be honest with y'all, but I'm going to run through them. But this is stuff that y'all had to see, okay? So we're going to start with the update with Lakevia Jackson, which is Young Thug's baby mama, child's mother. Hey, Logan. Logan said, hi, Miss Peaches. Hey, what's going on? Y'all, please go ahead and put y'all comments in there. If you don't want to comment, put a peach. Put a peach, baby. Put the peaches in the comments. You know, say hello. Say something. But we finna get started. So here go this update.
Mother is shot and killed after getting into an argument over a bowling ball. The victim is Lakevia Jackson, who has a son with well-known rapper Young Thug. Now, late this afternoon, Atlanta police announced they're questioning a person who they are not calling a suspect. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor has more.
What a sad and ironic development. Lakevia Jackson's family tells me she came here to the bowling alley to have some fun and celebrate a friend's birthday. But somehow, as fate would have it, ended up in an argument over a bowling ball and was fatally shot.
And she just was a very loving, kind person.
Lakevia Jackson's parents are having a hard time wrapping their minds around what happened to their daughter, who is the mother of one of rapper Young Thug's children. They say 31-year-old Jackson headed to the Metro Fun Center on Metropolitan Parkway with friends Thursday night.
She was celebrating her birthday at the bowling alley with a very close family friend.
Her mother tells me a second group came in and started taking over. That's when an argument ensued over a bowling ball.
Senseless. Could have been avoided. Like I said, the homicide detective said the best. Conflict resolution. People just don't know how to resolve conflict. Everybody want to pick guns up to solve a conflict.
Atlanta police spent the early morning hours looking at ballistics evidence. They also say they have several cooperating witnesses who are helping them piece together what happened. Meanwhile, Lakevia, who is described as kind-hearted and loving, leaves behind a 14-year-old son with Young Thug and grieving parents.
If he would do something cowardly and heartless like that to a woman, he'll do it to anybody. He's the type of person that needs to be off the street.
The family tells me Atlanta police have surveillance video from the inside. They are hopeful that video will lead to an arrest. In Southwest Atlanta, Anjali.
All right, y'all. All right. So, as you all heard at the end that this did occur here in Atlanta. So it's a lot of things that's being said. There's a lot of things that's being said. When I tell you my phone been ringing off the hook this morning, yes, even my mom called. Baby, let me tell you about that girl at the bowling alley. I'm like, don't tell me, Gigi, gonna tell me. But apparently on the news, on the radio, well, I'm not gonna say on the news, but on the radio stations here, they are saying that it was gang related. Pooley heard on the radio this morning, dropping the kids off. This is how much they've been talking about it. And today, Monday. Okay. So of course, everything gonna be in the public on Monday. So Pooley said that he was told that he heard on the radio that they were saying that it had something to do with Young Thug. They were trying to get back at him. I'm not sure. Because all that we know is that there was an argument inside of the bowling alley. And the guy went outside and waited 20 minutes for this girl to come out and shot and killed her. So we're finna get into the second clip update. And here we go.
Into it tonight, police looking for the man who shot and killed a 31-year-old woman during an argument over a bowling ball. Lakivia Jackson was at the Metro Fund Center for her best friend's birthday party. At some point during the evening, there was a fight and then gunfire.
CBS 46's Zach Summers spoke with Jackson's mother. Zach.
That interview, absolutely heartbreaking. You know, often police talk about conflict resolution. That did not happen here at Metro Fun Center last night. Instead, a young woman lost her life to gun violence.
My baby lost her life at a bowling ball.
Sharina Jackson's final moment with her daughter Lakivia is one no parent should have to endure.
I'm so hurt.
She helplessly heard her daughter take her last breath over the phone.
I couldn't understand what she was saying, and then all I heard was she's not breathing. And then I said, who? And she said, Lakivia, and I lost it.
Lakivia went bowling at Metro Fun Center Thursday night to celebrate her best friend's birthday. Atlanta police say at some point she got into an argument with someone over a bowling ball. The 31-year-old was shot and killed not too long after.
I just felt like if anybody knew that they were out there waiting on me for 20 minutes, something could have been done.
This is truly an atrocity.
Right now, investigators are combing through surveillance video. APD Commander Ralph Wolfham says several witnesses are also cooperating.
We will find the person that's responsible. You know who you are. Go ahead and turn yourself in. We assure you that we will bring you into custody.
I hope so. I hope so.
As for Lakivia's mom, pain and grief now fills the void left behind by her daughter's senseless death.
Call me just to hear my voice. I'm going to miss that.
Lakivia Jackson has a teen son with rapper Young Thug. We're told by the grandmother the son is with the father tonight. As for the suspected gunman, APD not releasing that information, but again, they say they are confident this investigation will not drag on. We're live in South.
They know who it is. It was too many people. It was too many people there. I think they're just waiting for him to turn himself in. Because at the end of the day, he do have a gun. But to me, that's how ignorant they are. Because like the father said, if he do it to a young lady, he'll do it to anybody. Anybody. You know, if he would do it at the bowling alley, he'll do it to anybody. At anywhere, at any time. So they need to go on in and get him off the streets. What is y'all waiting on? You know, I mean, I hate to say how black men go to prison, but when you do stupid ass shit like this, sorry y'all, but you know, y'all know how I feel when it comes to stuff like this. This is just senseless and tragic. Tragic. I pray for that family. It's just sad. She had a child. I pray for that baby. You know, We got to do better. We got to do better. This is senseless. And so many of our women are getting gunned down by these men. It's like they don't even care no more. They don't care. You know, we always talking about black men need to protect us. They do, but not by killing us. This is ridiculous. So we're going to lighten the mood, y'all. We finna go into our talent. Y'all already know we got to do a talent. Every night we got to do a talent. So here we go.
You don't know, babe, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing, and it don't change. If I had it my way, you would know that you are. You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're my sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, then you're the best part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, you're the best. Love, 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 love. Long as we got love, love, love. All that I ask is that they let me sit in my sorrow. Promise I'll be better tomorrow. The one that you love hasn't changed. It's just one of them days. Oh, it's just one of them days. Oh, it's just one of them days.
All right, and we are back in the building, baby. That was a nice little melody. It was a nice, sorry. It's a nice little melody, y'all. Nice little melody. Now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one, the next topic. This is with the security guard. She was a security guard at WGN-TV. That's out there in Chicago, y'all. Out there in Chicago, you know they don't play in the Chi. Okay. So here we go.
We begin with breaking news. It's 6. 2 brothers now charged in the murder of a WGN security guard.
WGN's Rob Sneed is live outside the courthouse with the late details. Rob?
Yeah, one of those brothers, 17-year-old DeMonte Watson. The other one is 22-year-old Gregory Watson, both brothers, as you mentioned. Now, today, Selena's family sat in the courtroom, and they breathed a sigh of relief. Selena Claiborne's 2 children no longer have a mother. Her smile lit up a room. She was a ray of light for so many, her family, her friends, and the WGN community. Authorities charged 17-year-old DeMonte Watson and his 22-year-old brother Gregory with first-degree murder following the shooting death of the WGN security guard. Today, the teen appeared before a judge who denied his bond. According to Chicago police, Claiborne was on her way home from her shift at WGN when she stopped for gas in the 6700 block of South Jeffrey just after 3 in the afternoon Monday. Authorities say the Watson brothers approached her in her vehicle as she sat in her car.
Defendant 2 is seen on video leaning into victim Claiborne's driver's side, and within seconds, defendant 2 shoots multiple times.
Authorities say the 35-year-old mother of 2 was shot in the left shoulder and face. A witness says they saw the whole thing.
Witness 1 described defendant 1 DeMonte as skinny and wearing all black, and he saw his bright red underwear because his pants were low.
Investigators say the brothers ran off, and the vehicle they got out of drove off without them. Both brothers were arrested minutes after the shooting.
At approximately 3:05 p.m., private surveillance video shows the two individuals at 69th and Bennett, matching the descriptions. At 3:06 p.m., private surveillance video shows defendant 1 DeMonte tossing a gun over a fence located at 6854 South Bennett.
Police recovered 2 handguns. Authorities say testing showed that 2 shell casings recovered from the scene were fired from one of the recovered handguns. Gregory Watson gave investigators a recorded statement.
He said that he told her that he just wanted the car, and he said he flashed his gun so he could see it. He said that he saw security on her jacket and said that he gave his handgun to his brother, who then hit both of them.
Claiborne was the sister of a Chicago police officer. Today, Superintendent David Brown offered his condolences.
First of all, condolences. There is a relationship with CPD officers to the victim as well. And so condolences to the family. Obviously, we are grieving with this family, and we are doing everything we can to hopefully bring some small measure of closure to the family with this arrest.
And Selena's family has a GoFundMe page set up. For more information on that, you can go on our website at WGN-TV.com. Reporting live at 26th and Cal, Rob Sneed.
Y'all, that's so sad. Hey to everybody coming on in. Hey, everybody. Yeah, so that was a security guard that was out there in Chicago. All she did was go to the gas station. We don't even want to go to the gas station ourselves. Gas is high. It's high. So we don't want to go to the gas stations. And it seems like we can't go. Like he saw security on her shirt, on her jacket. So he tried to get a gun off. And I really do feel like they had no intentions on killing this young lady. They just thought this little young lady was going to go ahead and just give up her ride. And that was it. And the only reason why I say that is because somebody had enough nerve, which the getaway driver, they took off and left them. And how did he get caught? How in hell did he get caught? Because he decided he wanted to sag, which is what they are doing. And somebody saw them bright red underwear that he had on. And he got caught. He got caught. Which you're going to get caught anyways, I'm sure. But not only that, it was his older brother with him. You know, as older siblings, we need to start looking out for our younger siblings. Now, I don't have a younger sibling. I need to probably be saying the same thing to my brother. But it's the truth. You know, if you got parents that may not be the parents that they're supposed to be, at least you got your siblings, especially your older siblings. You know, some of them will step up. And then you got some that's like this fat ass. They're just like, no, you kill her. Get the car. And he turned around and hit both of them in the head. How dare you? I don't get it. Hey, Josette. Hey, Veronica. We got Sharia in the building. Hey, boo. We got Auntie Delphine. Hey, Auntie girl. Yes, Jamar just came in the building. Hey, everybody. Thank you all so much once again for joining me tonight. We're going to go ahead and get into the second clip. Here we go.
Murder charges have been filed against 2 brothers in the killing of a mother on the South Side, a security guard here at WGN. And tonight, the family of Selena Claiborne is reacting to the new charges.
WGN's Brona Tumblety sat down with them and joins us now with more. Brona.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, they are the sweetest family, so tight-knit and understandably devastated by such a sudden and a tragic loss. They are so glad that 2 people have been caught, have been charged swiftly, and while it won't bring 35-year-old Selena back, they are hoping to get some justice for her.
I will miss her. They will miss her. We will miss her so much. They took a piece of our heart for no reason at all.
The family of 35-year-old Selena Claiborne speaking out tonight about the 2 brothers now charged with first-degree murder, accused of killing the mother of 2 while trying to steal her car.
My daughter loved life, and she loved her daughters, and she lived for them.
Her girls, Cyan and Amor, are just 15 and 14 and absolutely heartbroken.
She always tried her best to support us, me and my sister. Like, she was such a hard worker.
Claiborne worked here at WGN, where she was a beloved member of the security team. She'd wrapped up her shift Monday afternoon and had stopped to get gas on the 6700 block of South Jeffrey Boulevard. We're told 22-year-old Gregory Watson and his brother 17-year-old DeMonte Watson pulled up in a black sedan next to her. Prosecutors say the elder of the two is seen on surveillance video leaning into her car and firing a gun multiple times before both fled the scene on foot, but were arrested just minutes later.
I still have nightmares. Nightmares because I know she was afraid. She was afraid at that moment.
Claiborne was shot in the face and in the shoulder. She was taken to the University of Chicago Medical Center but later passed away from her injuries. Her family wants both brothers prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But even in the midst of their own grief, they tell us they're praying for the Watson family too, because all of this has ruined so many lives.
I do pray for them as well, because they have a long road ahead of them as well, as much as we do. I mean, it's not going to bring my sister back. It's not going to bring her mom back or her daughter. However, we get some type of solace knowing that they at least got apprehended, and it was in a quickly manner. So the Chicago Police Department were all over it.
Now, 2 handguns were recovered near the scene of that shooting, with the younger of the 2 brothers seen tossing a gun on surveillance video, according to prosecutors. He appeared in court today and was denied bond. His older brother, the 22-year-old, is due in court tomorrow. Authorities say he has provided a recorded statement saying, among other things, that the 2 were after Claiborne's car. Funeral arrangements for Selena are still being...
See, that's the thing. You don't know how things going to turn out. Hey, Christine. You don't know how things are going to turn out. You may go in there thinking, okay, yeah, we're just going to rob this bank. Or we're going to go in there, we're just going to try to take her car. Thinking that people are just going to give it up, I guess. I don't know. And then a tragedy happens. Now she's dead. Now their parents have to lose them, because they was brothers. So it was just a bad situation for everybody, but at least that family had enough sense to say that they have to forgive, and I know a big part of that forgiveness is because they're caught just as well. And they're not just out here rummaging the streets like a lot of killers are. So I'm going to give my hats off to Chicago, Chi-Town. They picked those guys up quickly, and a lot of it was because of those red underwear, because he was sagging. You know what I'm saying? Probably still had them on when he got caught. So they gone. So we're finna get into the next clip, y'all. This one is called the barbecue sauce. I was just about to say the other cuss word. Barbecue sauce, y'all. Barbecue sauce. Out of all things, barbecue sauce. Y'all ready for this? Here we go.
Daniela, this is a very odd case with a lot of shocking details. That suspect, Andre Thomas, sits in a Harris County jail. He's charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and burglar of habitation. This all started over some barbecue sauce.
It's certainly bizarre.
Jill Wells with the Harris County District Attorney's Office is talking about a case that happened at this Dickey's Barbecue Pit on Shady Drive in Northeast Houston last month. Officials say this man, 36-year-old Andre Thomas, picked up his order and then left.
Then he calls the restaurant angry, upset because they did not give him enough barbecue sauce in his to-go order. That's what started all of this.
Workers tried resolving the problem, but Thomas was unhappy and went back to Dickey's.
Now he's verbally threatening them. I'll come back. I'll shoot up the place.
Thomas never left the parking lot.
He waited for them to leave. He was kind of like by some nearby gas pumps waiting for them to leave.
Investigators say Thomas followed the workers down the road and then fired shots into their car.
He strikes one of the complainant victims 5 times, breaking a bone in their arm. And the other victim, thank goodness, was not shot.
Thomas is a felon who was already out on bond, facing 5 felony bonds at the time of the shooting. Now he's back in jail because of some barbecue sauce.
In this case, the judge immediately, she revoked his old bonds. He is at no bond on all of his new cases. And again, today, she reaffirmed her decision.
And as you can imagine, Wells said this situation could have been a lot worse and those workers could have been killed. As for Thomas, his next arraignment is set for this upcoming Monday. A bond hearing is set in April where prosecutors will ask the judge to keep it at no bond.
I don't even think I got a button for this. Oh, I got this. It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg. Maybe he was high. Maybe he was high. I don't know. But, I mean, y'all, we have all. When I say all of us has been to McDonald's. All of us has had chicken nuggets. This is the perfect example. All of us has had chicken nuggets from McDonald's. All of us has asked for that extra sauce. And they said it is going to be 25 cents. Then they went up to it's going to be 50 cents. Okay? Now, my thing is, it ain't y'all barbecue sauce. It is not y'all sweet and sour sauce. Okay? I just want to make that clear. So I am all for, sometimes you get upset at these drive-thrus and the restaurant stuff because they won't give you no extra sauce. It's been times where you have had your mouth set for that burger with cheese, with onions and tomatoes and lettuce. And you get all the way home. And all you got on there is meat and bread. And it has burnt you up. But I'm telling you now, if you one of them people that has gotten so mad, I'm talking about y'all watching, all my Peachies and Mr. Peachless. If you are one of them people that has gotten upset and where you want to shoot them and you go get your gun and you post up, don't watch my show no more. Don't watch my show no more. Make tonight your exit. Because those are not the type of people that I want watching my show. I am so sorry. Like, this is ridiculous. He literally waited, just like that man at the bowling alley, waited 20 minutes for this girl to come. I know you have calmed down in 20 minutes. Whatever you was going through in that bowling alley, arguing, you cannot tell me that you was still on that same energy level after 20 minutes of sitting outside. You just crazy. This barbecue man, he's just crazy. Like, he watched them get in their car and drive down the street, and then you go behind them and start shooting at them. Who does that? You done left. You call back. I'm sure they weren't calling you bees. I'm sure they didn't say, nigga, if you don't come back, nigga. I'm sure they didn't say that. I'm sure they did not say that. Now, maybe something was said, but I'm sure it was not to that effect. Okay? So, y'all, we gonna have to, I try to say we got to pray for these folks. And we do. But what I'm going to say is we're going to have to pray hard to ask God to make sure. I mean, we have to make sure that God hears our prayers when we pray for these type of people. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand. Yes, a damn fool. A fool. You in jail right now. You are in jail right now over some damn barbecue sauce. When they pick that dude up for the bowling ball, he will be in prison for the rest of his life over a bowling ball argument. And probably didn't even own the bowling ball. We finna get into our commercial.
the missus at Peachy Tea Tyme on his 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. Yo, this was the best interview ever. Thanks for having me. Listen, check her out. Hits 92.3. Period, Pooh.
All right. Shout out to the funny mommy in the building. That was such a great interview, may I add. But y'all, please, please, please don't forget. I know y'all like, why she looking over there? Because I'm trying to find the there it is. I utilize everything. Everything, baby. I utilize it all. If you ain't noticed by now. But don't forget to download the His 92.3 app. If you're not able to watch me on a Saturday between 3 and 4, you can always listen. You can always listen to me. Okay? You just listen to me. Just like my story said on Facebook. Don't hate, just watch. So if you can't watch, just listen. All right. So we finna go ahead and get started with our next clip, y'all. This one was kind of sad. This was the father-daughter situation. The father killed his daughter. And, you know, when this hit a couple days ago, because this is when it happened, when I tell you, baby, it was all over the news. It was, well, I ain't gonna say over the news, but it was all over YouTube, because that's my news. It was all over, baby. Do you hear me? All over. But nobody knew what happened. Like, all you could do is speculate in cases like that. And baby, the missus had a lot of speculations. And every speculation I came up with was wrong answer. So here we go. We got a couple clips. First one is just gonna tell us what happened. And then I'll come back and then we'll get into exactly what happened. Here we go.
Investigators are working to learn what made a father shoot and kill his daughter before turning the gun on himself. It happened in Cherokee County right before 6 o'clock. Fox 5 reporter Eric Perry is outside the home where it happened. Eric, what an unimaginable tragedy for this family.
Yeah, Alex, it's really hard to believe here. There are two vans, one carrying the body of a 19-year-old woman, the other van carrying the body of her father, who Cherokee County Sheriff's deputies say is also the shooter. Take a look at some of the video we captured from earlier here. Cherokee County Sheriff's deputies got the call to a home here in the Bridge Mill subdivision just before 6 and found both individuals deceased inside. Officials have released the names of those involved, saying that 57-year-old Howard Newhouse shot his 19-year-old daughter, Catherine Newhouse, and then he shot himself.
The mother was at the home at the time of the incident. I do not know if she's the one that called 911. Bridge Mill is one of the larger neighborhoods in Cherokee County. This is not a common type of call we would get here, no.
Yeah, all throughout the evening, we've seen neighbors just driving by, many of them mouths dropping, seeing just the sight of police cars here in this neighborhood. Police want to make sure that the community know that there is no threat to the public. They don't believe anyone else is involved here at all. There were some rumors circulating on social media of an active shooter or something like that. That is just simply not the case. Right now, investigators are just working to figure out just why and what made this father shoot his daughter and then shot him, killed himself here. That's the latest in Cherokee County.
Baby, social media is hell. They will come up with their own shit, baby. They sure will. They sure will. And that's why I said I was going to wait. I was going to wait and see exactly what happened. I know somebody had to say something. But it was a sad situation. You know, I didn't know what had occurred. It took maybe a few hours before I found out that they were white people. Because at first I thought it was some of us. So I'm like, oh my gosh, she probably was being fast. She probably was cussing them out, going off on them. You know, I was saying all that. You know, and then when I found out that they were white, I still was saying the same thing. Oh, she probably done cussed her daddy out. And was like, you know what? I'm out this joint. Well, she ain't gonna say joint. I'm out this home. That's what she would have said. But to my surprise, it had nothing to do with anything that I thought. So I'm gonna let let y'all hear this, because this gonna have to be a topic on another night, okay? Because here we go.
The county family is reeling after a father shot and killed his 19-year-old daughter before killing himself. Police responding to a home on Bridge Mill Avenue in Canton Saturday. They found the bodies of 57-year-old Howard Newhouse and his 19-year-old daughter, Catherine Newhouse. Today, CBS 46's Patrick Quinn exclusively spoke with Chris Newhouse. That's the older brother of Catherine and son of Howard, who said this shooting was a tragic culmination of years of family struggles.
A family shattered.
Sorry, I'm pretty emotional, but
Chris Newhouse woke up from a nap Saturday to a bunch of texts and one life-changing voicemail.
my mom says, "Chris, I'm so sorry. You know, your dad shot Kate and killed himself." And I'm like, my hands are shaking.
He couldn't believe it. He was just with both of them at his parents' Canton home earlier that day, before the crime tape. Milkshakes with his sister, working on the car with his dad.
So he's not going to be able to, you know, see me. He's not going to be able to see me graduate or, you know, anything like that.
Chris has seen the headlines. He said he only agreed to an interview so he could provide context. This shooting, he said, was preceded by years of family strife.
A tragic kind of culmination of all these different mental health issues kind of compounded.
Chris doesn't know why his dad grabbed a gun, but explained how his sister Catherine, who identified as transgender, suffered from years of mental health issues, including schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, and autism. He said it was just before the pandemic that things worsened at home, when she was sent back home from an inpatient mental institution.
And that's whenever a lot of the stressful stuff started happening.
Clayton County issued a Maddie's call when she went missing in March 2020. He said his parents struggled to calm her mental health episodes when she returned to Canton. Neighbors told me these episodes often extended into the streets. The police were called out multiple times. On Saturday, police returned. This time, so did the coroner. For Chris, he said there's some sense of healing amidst unbelievable heartbreak.
I know he loved me a lot as well. So that's at least what brings me peace. And it also brings me peace knowing that, like, Kate's in a better place now and she's, like, free of the burden with these mental health issues and she can finally, like, live a normal life.
Y'all, that's so sad. That is so sad. Mental health is real. It's real. The mom could have been in another room. She probably wasn't around. She was there, but she probably wasn't around. I think that when people with mental health get stuff bottled up inside, they explode. She may have exploded. I'm not sure. I don't know. Everything on here is allegedly. But what I will say is this. The issue that I have with this whole thing that the son said was that the police have been out there several times. So with that being said, to me, sometimes I believe that maybe this could have been avoided. Maybe she should have been in a different home. Maybe he should have been in a different home. I don't know. But I just definitely feel like something could have been done. Possibly. Because people snap. Y'all. And I believe that's what occurred with Dad. I think Dad just snapped. For whatever reason or another. I mean, this girl, she was autistic. She had autism. What else they say? Mental health issues. Then, I mean, it was a list of things that was wrong with this girl. Schizo, I think they mentioned that too. And transgender. Maybe their family wasn't equipped for that. Maybe they wasn't down with all that. And everything just spiraled out of control. That's the only thing I can think of. So, my prayers are with them just as well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the call number up. Christine said, yes, they do at any given time. Yes. So we don't know what happened. I mean, the boy said he was there earlier that day, had milkshakes with her, and was outside fixing on the car with his dad. He go home and take a nap. Wake up from his nap with missed calls. And then he said it was unbelievable. If your mama told you like that, yeah, it probably was unbelievable. I mean, but we don't know how that conversation went. But from what he say, I think she could have said it a whole nother way. A whole nother way. But like he said, his sister is in, Lord knows she's in a better place now. You know, she don't have to worry about none of this mess no more. None of it. COVID, people probably making fun of her. She don't have to worry about none of that. Because she's in a better place. So, we're going to go ahead and get into this next clip. This is the last story for the night. I saved this one for last purposely. And it's another one, y'all. It's another one. That's all I'm going to say. It's another one. Here we go.
I don't know what it's going to take.
Hold on. Before I play this, y'all going to hear this man repeat the same thing, okay? And I did that purposely. Okay, I did this purposely. This clip that y'all finna see, I put this together myself, and I did it purposely. So please listen to this clip. Here we go.
I don't know what it's going to take to shock the conscience of our community. I don't know what it's going to take to shock the conscience of our community. I don't know what it's going to take to shock the conscience of our community.
Traumatic. You being there, you holding her hand, it's traumatic. She talking to you, we in the ambulance with each other. I'm thinking, I walk out, I'm okay. I'm thinking she gonna walk out, she gonna be okay.
I don't know what it's going to take to shock the conscience of our community.
Each day goes by, it's a reality I would never see my child again. She was 20 years old. I'm heartfelt, I'm broken. That was anybody that knew along with me, came my sister. It was never just she there and then she over here. We was always together. Wherever she went, I went. Wherever I went, she went, vice versa.
She was literally my twin flame. Jamaica, she meant the world to me. And seeing her go was one of the hardest things I ever had to deal with in my life. I never thought the day would come where I had to say RIP to my best friend.
I don't know what it's going to take to shock the conscience of our community.
All right, Jamaica Dowly. She was a 20-year-old instructor, dance instructor. She had other jobs just as well. But this is what you call senseless violence. This reminded me of my niece Tamaria. That's what this story reminded me of. I would have to say that this probably was a little more chilling, I would say, because of the small space they were in. When Tamaria died, they was at a block party. So everybody was outside. This was an apartment. They were inside in an apartment. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know sometimes I get a little teary-eyed. This had to be the most scariest. I'm trying to hold back my tears, y'all. This had to be so scary for them kids. I'm sorry. I've been in a lot of places in my teenage years places that I probably wasn't even supposed to be at. And they got the shooting. And I didn't know if I was going to make it out alive. And it didn't happen just one time. It happened a lot of times. And I remember I would tell myself, I can't tell my mom and them. I can't tell my mom and them, because if I tell my mom and them, they ain't going to let me go the next time. And when I tell y'all, this story was just to see the videotape footage. And I have that just as well. Some of the footage, not inside the apartment. But we're going to go ahead and get into a couple clips. Here we go.
It's a troubling trend here in the Midlands. Young lives taken by gun violence. Just hours ago, a family here in Columbia remembering a loved one who was shot to death over the weekend.
Kelsey Sanchez was at tonight's memorial. She's live in the newsroom now with the latest on this. Kelsey, what do we know?
Brian, Samantha, 20-year-old Jamaica Dowly loved to dance. It was her passion and something friends and family say she was looking to pursue professionally. Tonight, I was at her dance studio where so many people loved her, came to remember who she was. Jamaica Dowling's memory will always be felt at Dance South Studio on Two Notch Road. The 20-year-old's life was cut short after she was shot and killed early Sunday during a party at Green Crossing Apartments in Columbia.
Every time you see us, it's always going to be in Jamaica's name.
On Tuesday, people who knew and loved Jamaica came together at the studio to honor her memory.
Each day goes by, it's a reality I would never see my child again. She was 20 years old. I'm heartfelt, I'm broken. That was anybody that knew along with me, came my sister. It was never just she there and then she over here. We was always together. Wherever she went, I went. Wherever I went, she went, vice versa.
3 other teenagers and a 22-year-old were also hurt during the shooting. One of them describing the terrifying night.
It's traumatic. You being there, you holding her hand, it's traumatic. She talking to you, we in the ambulance with each other. I'm thinking, I walk out, I'm okay. I'm thinking she gonna walk out, she gonna be okay.
The close-knit group of friends and her family now holding on to the memory of someone who they say had a major impact on their lives.
She was literally my twin flame. Jamaica, she meant the world to me, and seeing her go was one of the hardest things I ever had to deal with in my life. I never thought the day would come where I had to say RIP to my best friend.
Right now, no arrests have been made in this case. If you know anything, you can call Columbia Police or Crime Stoppers at 1-888-CRIME.
All right, y'all. So if y'all are ready for the footage, we're going to go into some of the footage. This is the police officer, sheriff, whatever he is. And he's going to explain what happened. So here we go.
Tonight, a man is in jail after a party at a Columbia apartment complex turned deadly.
Sorry, y'all. Not that one, but I'm going to play this one now. Then the footage going to come. Here we go.
Tonight, a man is in jail after a party at a Columbia apartment complex turned deadly. A young woman shot and killed, and now Columbia police say they have the man they think did it.
But tonight, officials say this kind of tragedy is becoming ultra common here in the Midlands. Our Kelsey Sanchez live at Columbia Police Headquarters with the latest on this. Kelsey, what's going on?
Good evening, Brian and Samantha. Tonight, the family of Jamaica Dowly finally has some justice in her death, but this is just the beginning. Columbia Police Chief Skip Holbrook says that this could have been even worse and more arrests are expected.
This could have been a mass casualty incident.
Columbia Police releasing chilling surveillance video from inside Green Crossing Apartments in Columbia. It shows people stampeding through a hallway after shots were fired during a party early Sunday. 20-year-old Jamaica Dowling was caught in the crossfire and died.
She was a victim of this gunfire that was perpetrated by people with no respect for human life and a complete disregard for the consequences.
23-year-old Kejon Boyce is charged in her death. Boyce is facing murder charges, and this isn't the first time he's had a run-in with the law. Columbia police say Boyce was free on bail in an incident from last March in Spartanburg.
It is a troubling and consistent theme.
Holbrook says gunfire started inside the apartment, spilling out into the hallway and eventually outside the building. An officer found Dowling in the hallway and stayed to treat her until medical personnel got there. 4 others were hurt during the shooting. 2 16-year-olds, a 19-year-old, and a 22-year-old. Holbrook believes the shooting started with an argument.
The majority of our shootings are over ridiculous arguments. Somebody being disrespected on social media or disrespected, in a group of people. It's young people carrying guns and not giving a flip about what happens when they fire those guns.
Holbrook says Sunday's party was advertised on social media, allowing anyone to show up. He noted the apartment building not far from USC's campus is primarily lived in by students and has security measures in place. Now, Chief Holbrook says that several people at that party had guns on them. If you were at that party, he encourages you to come forward, or you can look at the surveillance video on our website to help identify some of those people in the video. Again, you can remain anonymous and call the Columbia Police Department, or you can call Crime Stoppers. That number is 1-888-CRIME-SC.
Or they can come get you. Because as you can see, that footage is pretty clear. And they was not just shooting inside the apartment, y'all. They were shooting in the hallway. They took it outside, shooting outside. Two 16-year-olds then got shot. Why is 16-year-olds hanging out with 22-year-olds at a house, at an apartment party? You can't even call this a house party, an apartment party. Why them 16-year-olds ain't at home in bed? I don't understand. I don't understand. Now, do 16-year-olds sneak out the house? Yes, they do. That could have been a situation, too, where they snuck out the house. We've seen that on Peachy Tea Tyme. Yeah, I got to get into this next one. Excuse me. I was trying to get into the next one before that came, but I had to look at the clips. Okay. So here is the sheriff that you saw. Here we go.
It's a relief. Let me recap the incident. On Sunday, March 13th, around 1:45 a.m., Mr. Boyce was attending a party at 810 Pulaski Street, and that's Green Crossing Apartments. The party was actually originally advertised on social media. And if you can pull that up, I'll show you a quick screenshot of what got this started. So this party was advertised on social media, indicating bring your own booze. Gave the location, which that obviously opened the party up to not just friends, but anybody that might see the post. Because of what we know now, multiple people came to the party armed with firearms, handguns, and what I would describe as assault-style weapons. The officers arrived to gunfire and confusion, and I'm going to show you a brief video clip just to illustrate some of the chaos that the officers found when they arrived. Now, we stopped that video very quickly. What I will tell you is there was a lot of video available. And again, as I stated, our officers spent a lot of time reviewing that. So we are working tirelessly to identify individuals in the videos. And when I say that there will be more arrests, that's my point. I would encourage people to get ahead of this and come see us before we come see you. As you can see, the partygoers ran out of the apartment trying to get away from the volley of bullets from multiple shooters.
Yeah, how many kids was in that apartment? They was over capacity. I'm sure this apartment couldn't have been that big. It probably big, but not that big. They had kids going in both directions, if you could see. So the kids was running towards us. That's one group, one direction. And then you got other kids that came out the apartment and went the opposite direction. And then the police officers coming up and all these kids running straight at them. Like, what the hell? But why is all these kids in this apartment? Who was in charge of the door? Who was in charge of the door? Who let all these kids in here? Was they paying to get in? Was it $2, $5, $10? Was it free to get in? I need to know all of that. I need to know who was in charge of the door. Somebody had to be in charge of the door. I don't know. There could have been some crazy ass kids that just don't care and let's just let everybody else in. Like just a knock on the door, come on in. And this location, this place, y'all, was like an apartment for students of University of South Carolina. So it was like an off campus, but it's not a campus, an apartment building. So majority of students live in here. Every last person that got shot, even the young lady that died, none of them lived in those residences, in those apartments. None of them. They said it on there. Everything still is allegedly, but they said it on there. No one lived there. No one was a resident in those apartments that got shot and killed. I mean, they got shot. And then the young lady that got killed, they didn't live there. They got security. It's gated. But they still I ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna let him tell y'all. This is the last clip on this, and then we're gonna be getting into our motivation. But listen to what this man got to say, y'all. Listen.
That's a long hallway. We had people that went both directions. This was on an upper floor, so gunfire started in the apartment, and people fled for their safety. As I mentioned, people were screaming. There's a lot of chaos. Vehicles were fleeing the parking lot trying to get away. Officers were able to stop, detain, and interview several people. One officer in particular found Miss Dowling injured in the hallway. She was conscious and alert at the time. The officer quickly applied a tourniquet that our officers carry and began applying and rendering aid, applying some treatment to her. Despite the immediate dangers that were underway, he stayed with Miss Dowling until medical services arrived to assist. 4 other people were shot, a 22-year-old male, a 19-year-old male, and 2 16-year-old males. We believe the shooting stemmed from an argument, as I said, that started inside the apartment that was hosting. The team of investigators have combed through surveillance video that also captured the shooting in the hallway, and there was other shooting that occurred on the outside of the building. So in the apartment, in the hallway, and then outside. And my point I make with that is it was a running gun battle. We still need to identify people at the scene, those who witnessed the shooting, or have information about others that possess firearms. We know people had small arms, and we also know that there were some assault-style weapons visible on video. So we know they were visible by people attending the party. The shooters were extremely brazen and comfortable in using their guns and being around guns, and that is, again, a disturbing trend that we see. This could have been a mass casualty incident. As you can see, the number of people, the indiscriminate gunfire, it could have easily been a mass casualty incident or an officer-involved shooting. As I said, as officers are arriving, there's still gunfire occurring.
That's sad. That's sad. Do y'all get this? Do y'all understand this? Let me put the call number up just in case y'all want to call in and say something, or y'all want to put something in the comments, feel free. But do y'all understand how this could have been it was ugly, but it could have been so many kids dead. All them kids coming out of that apartment complex, and they started shooting in the inside. Brought it to the hallway shooting, and then took it outside shooting. And multiple people had guns. Not just the one that y'all saw that got arrested. It was multiple people. They need them kids to come forward and recognize who them folks is. They see them. They got them with the guns, but they don't know their names. They don't know where they reside at. They don't know none of that. So they need them kids to come in there and say, yeah, that's such and such. The John. That right. that Nina, that whoever. You know what I'm saying? They need those people to do that. And if they don't do that, baby, they all gonna have to live with what has happened. Every last one of them is gonna have to live with it. So many people had guns at this party. Where is they getting these guns from? Christine said, I have fear in my heart for all these kids. Do you just want to go out and have fun and then they never return home? That is so sad. No kid deserves that. I don't care what they do in life. I agree 100%. The way them kids went to that party is the way they should have came home. Flat out. Even the killers. The way they went in there with their guns, they should have walked right on back out with their guns. This should not have occurred. If you in a situation, first of all, I'm not going to no house party where it's, I done been through so much, y'all. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. I am so blessed and so thankful that I'm here today. I have been through a lot of shooting from the age of 9 years old. 9, okay? Gun just shooting right at the car. And I'm sitting right there in the front seat. 9 years old. And then went through it damn near all of my teenage life. And some of my adult life. Like, that's crazy to me. I mean, you try to go somewhere to have a good time. Yes, you do. But look what happens. Look what happens. I wouldn't care if it was, I'm not finna go in no place, in no apartment, and it's 10 people in there. I'm ready to go, Poolie. Let's go. Now, we at a house, you go outside, you go in the basement, you go upstairs, you go wherever, then that's different. But in an apartment, and you got, that looked like it was a house, all them kids up in there. Like, how could y'all move around? I'm not gonna go nowhere where I don't feel comfortable. I went somewhere here. Somebody invited me. I'm not gonna say no names, but somebody invited me here. And just because of the things that I went through in my hometown, and this was a block party. It was a block party. And I went, and this was last year. Last year or the year before last. And I went, and baby, when I tell you, I don't think we stayed 30 minutes. I was like, baby, let's go. He was like, what? I said, I'm ready to go. I can't be around a bunch of, I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. I can't be around a bunch of black folks like that. I can't, unless they on my level. Because, baby, we finna party hard. We finna party hard for Peachy Tea Tyme 1 year anniversary, baby. We gonna party like rock stars, baby. We gonna have a good time. But I tell you one thing, it's gonna be invite only. It's gonna be a private event. It won't be broadcast on social media so that everybody can show up. Oh, hell to the no. It will not. Because I love my life. And I want to make sure that myself and everybody that come out to support me, I want to make sure they're safe just as well. Now, can you help ignorance? No, you cannot help ignorance. Can you help dummies that come out and want to act the fool? No, you can't. All you can do is pray on that. But at the same time, baby, sometimes you got to know who you invite to your establishments. Whether it's an apartment, whether it's a barn, I don't care where it was at. You have to know the people that you be around and that you surround yourself with. You have to. All right? So, y'all, we finna go ahead and get into our motivation for the night. I really, really hope y'all enjoyed the show. Everyone knows that if you watch my show, you know that I advocate for crime. I'm all for crime, showing it on my show. And I also advocate for marriage. Me and my husband when we do our shows. But most importantly, I'm here to bring awareness. Awareness to each and every one of you. I want you all to go out to your car, to get in the car, and I want you to look both ways when you walk out your door, messing around with the missus, baby. Okay? That's what I want you to do. Look both ways. Make sure ain't nobody around. When you at these grocery stores, pay attention to everybody that's surrounding you. Don't be in these stores with your headphones on, listening to music. And then you'll be the one sitting there trying to figure out why everybody running. Because you ain't heard nothing. And I am a music fan, baby. I sure am. But you ain't gonna catch me in no store with my headphones on. I need to hear everything that's going on. I need to hear everybody talking. I need to hear everything. Even the ones that I can't even speak in their language. If they say, oh, it's time to go. I don't know what a means, but it sure sound like something. It sounds like something that I need to go. I will leave my buggy right there. And, baby, I don't play around. Hey, Rafani. I don't play around. I sure do not. I've been there before. I was the one that it be partying. We be having a good time, dancing, hey. And shots just rang out. All we could do is just get to the ground. But I was so young-minded at the time. To where once the security guards got them out, okay, y'all, let's finish partying. Hey, not thinking just because the security guards don't put them out, that don't mean that the security guards finna follow their asses home. They ain't finna follow them all the way around town until they go to sleep. They can easily come right on back up there and shoot that joint up. Trust me, I know. Baby, you better ask somebody. Look, Cynthia said, I know that's right, baby. I'm telling you, hey, Cynthia. I'm telling you, y'all have to be aware of your surroundings. I showed y'all a video of this woman at a stoplight, baby. For those that didn't get a chance to see it, at a stoplight, okay? And somebody came and bust her window with a brick and took her purse and took off. This is what he did. You know what I'm saying? She had a stoplight car in front of her. They behind her. And he gets out, bust that window, took her purse, and got the hell on. We got to be aware of our surroundings, y'all. We have to. This woman was at the gas station that I just showed y'all earlier. At the gas station, we all go to the gas station. We all, unless you just got that husband or that boyfriend that say, nah, baby, I'll go get your gas for you every single time. But if you do got that person, I'm sure you don't went to the gas station, got you some snacks. You got you a drink. You went to the gas station for something. Cigarettes. Or whatever you don't want there for. You don't want there, got something. You know what I'm saying? Be aware of your surroundings at all times. Christine said, right, and I definitely don't walk with anything in my ears because I want to hear everything. Exactly. You got to. It's be so many times I go to Walmart and I know I'm finna grocery shop, and right when I pull in the parking spot, my son come on, baby. I was like, oh my jam. I want to put that headphone in so bad, I won't even put it in to walk to the damn door. I sure will not. Mama P said, this was a great show. Thank you for reminding us to be aware of our surroundings. I'm telling you, Mama, that's the best thing to be. My mama, you remember when that man followed you? This man followed my mama, cussing my mama out. Mama, if you want to call in and talk about it and tell him, you feel free to do so. But this white man followed my mama. My mama walked with a cane, y'all. Now, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. She will hurt somebody. But still, he followed my mama in the dark because my mama was blowing a horn at somebody else's house. and he got upset because he was a neighbor, if I'm not mistaken. And he followed my mama, cussing my mama out and everything. And I'm thinking to myself, I like, Mama, I know you was afraid. I would have been so scared. But baby, you just never know. Look, she said, yes, he did. You just never know. I remember I was pregnant with Trey. And somebody cut me off. No, I cut them off. Not knowing that I cut them off. I was just riding. And apparently they got upset. And it was 3 girls. And I'm pregnant. Baby, one got out looking like a dude. And the other 2 got out looking like strippers. And baby, they got out their car at a light. At a light. They don't know what I had in my car. They don't know. But they still came towards my car. And I told them, B, get out the car. Get out the car, B. You gonna cut us off? B, get out the car. Because the stoplight, the light was red. But traffic was like packed. I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't reverse. I couldn't go forward. But one thing that I did know is y'all do something to me if y'all want to. It's too many witnesses out here. They're going to see you and they're going to catch you. But I told them when they kept telling me to get out my car, I rolled my window down. I said, I tell y'all one thing, I ain't getting out my car. But I tell you one thing, you get a little bit closer to my car, I assure you, you will not make it back to your car. And here I am like 8 months pregnant at the time. My thing is you don't know what people got. You don't know. Look, everybody like laugh out loud. Girl, I am rolling, not looking like a dude then stripper. Girl, dude then strippers. They was like, they probably was on their way to what's the strip club? Strokers. They probably was over on their way to Strokers, baby. Because we was in that little neighborhood. So ain't no telling. But again, you just don't know what people got on them. You just don't know. She said Cynthia said that's somebody that is death struck. Getting out the car like that. Yes, 3 of them. 3 of them. And it's just me. Me and my baby in my stomach. And they telling me to get out the car. First of all, do you think I'm dumb? It's 3 of y'all and it's just me. And these folks in these cars, they ain't finna help me at all. At all. Now you get to shooting and shit, yeah, they might do something then. Possibly. You know how some folks can be. They don't run away, they come towards it. So it's a possibility they could have helped me a little bit. Just a little bit. But baby, when was I scared? Yes. I was scared because I was pregnant. I didn't know what these girls were gonna do. But they wouldn't have never known what I had in my car. Because, baby, I told you come a little bit closer to my car. You ain't going to make it back to yours. That's all I got to say. And I rolled my damn window up. And then thought to myself, try me if you want to. So, well, baby, yeah. So, we finna get into our motivation for tonight. This is Trent Shelton, one of my favorites. And here we go. And I'll be back to drop my peaches, baby.
Across the world, Trent Shelton here. Just another message that was on my... Hey, what's up, rehabs across the world? Trent Shelton here. Just another message that was on my heart. I got a question for you. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? You know, we live in a world full of presentation, as I like to call it. Every single day, your life is going to be presented with some type of temptation. You know this because you experienced this. Something that seems good, feels good, looks good, but it's no good for your life. I believe one of the most important strengths a life can have is self-control. Being able to say that illusion of gain is not worth the reality of loss. That illusion of pleasure is not worth the reality of pain. Self-control is just telling yourself that this temporary moment is not worth the permanent consequence. This temporary moment of lust is for this or that is not worth the permanent consequence of losing something or someone from your life. I've learned through experience, wrong decisions are mostly made because we don't forward think about the consequences. And it's a lot easier to make the right decisions when we place ourselves in the reality of the consequence. And what I mean by that is that you actually feel the pain that you're going to cause, that you actually see the damage that you're going to create, that you actually feel that loss in your heart. So the next time you're presented with something that you know for a fact that you don't want to take, ask yourself this question. Is it worth it? Is it an opportunity for more worth? Losing time with your family and your kids. Only you know that. Is posting something stupid for likes, for attention on social media, worth losing everything that you work for? Is satisfying an unhealthy desire worth losing self-respect? Is entertaining someone that likes you worth losing somebody that loves you? Is putting a needle in your arm, taking drugs, worth losing your life? No. If you say yes, it's because you forgot your worth. You forgot the worth of those around you. Let me remind you that you're special, that you're awesome. Never forget that. And I understand that you're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. We're not always going to make the right choice. But I'll tell you this, if you ask yourself this question, is it worth it? I promise you, it will put your life in the best position to make the right decision. It will put your life in that position where you feel that pain that you're about to cause, that you feel that loss that you're about to cause, that you feel that damage that you're about to create. And that'll prevent that action from actually creating it. Like I say at the end of every single video, it all starts with you. You keep moving forward, let nothing hold you back. You LB, be it, live it, breathe it, be it. And you never let this world take your smile. You connect me on all social sites at Trent Shelton. Snapchat, put in rehab time, I'll pop up. If it's on your heart, listen to me. Please share this video. Because if you need it or not, there's somebody that you're connected to that needs it. So share this video, put hashtag, is it worth it? It's rehab time, man. Let's get it.
Let's go, baby. Now, when I tell y'all I love me some Trent Shelton, he is so 100% real. This was a perfect clip for tonight. And I didn't even review it first. This was a throwback because I was rushing. So it is a throwback. But it was perfect for tonight. You know, a lot of people, they go out here, they do these things that causes them to lose everything. Everything. You know, you go out there and you shoot somebody right now. You might kill them. So you feel like you don't win. But you didn't win because now your family got to be without you. Their family got to be without them. And now you're going for the rest of your life in prison because you didn't think about the consequences. And consequences is so important. Like, you have to think about the consequences. It took me a long time to get to this point, y'all. It took me a long time. I didn't care about no consequences. You know when I started caring about consequences? Not when I got married. I started thinking about consequences when I got my kids. When my kids came into this world, I was like, I don't want to leave them with nobody. Except for my mama, of course. But my mama ain't got time for my kids every day, all day long. I gotta make sure I'm here for them. You see what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all now, you know, think about the consequences. No matter what you do, even if you ain't thinking about killing nobody, I hope not. But just the small things, like the barbecue sauce guy, you know, he had to think about his consequences, but he did not. He didn't care. They made me so mad, I'm finna shoot at them. And I'm not gonna get caught. You will get caught. You will. Even if the law don't catch you, baby, God will. He gonna catch you. So eventually you will get caught. You ain't gonna be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And think that everything gonna be gravy. 15, 16 years old, you're going to get caught. Okay? I'm sorry. Because you didn't know. And you're watching. You're gonna get caught. Why? Because you can't go nowhere. You're 15, 16 years old. Even if your family give you enough money to go to the next state, guess what? You're going to go to the next state. You're going to be around your family members. They're going to get tired of you because you can't go get no job because people going to try to be looking for you and stuff. So you're going to get caught. They're going to send your ass right on back to your mama. And then you're going to get caught then on your way back to your mama. Sorry, I had to get that out the way. Y'all had to get that out the way. But y'all, thank you so much for joining me tonight. You know where you can find me on all platforms under Peachy Tea Tyme. Time is spelled with a Y. Check me out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on Peachy Tea Tyme, baby. And also check me out on Saturdays. Well, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, check me out at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern at nighttime, baby. Yeah, we get to the end. And then also check me out on Saturdays at Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio, baby. Yes, with your girl, the missus with the kisses, baby. And also tomorrow. Now, I don't know if it's going to be shown live because, of course, I won't be doing the show on it. But wish me luck. Whisper a prayer for me, y'all, that I don't get all choked up and don't know what to say, okay? But tomorrow I will be on the panel for His 92.3, the networking meteorology event. So I'm very, very excited about that, baby. My voice will be heard once again. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. So, y'all, thank you so much for joining me tonight. You already know what you got to do, okay? And don't forget, April 1st, the invites going to be coming, baby. The invites going to be coming. You said, what invites? That's what you said. What invites? These invites. For this, let me take this off right quick. Hold on. Let me take that off. Let me take off. Thank you for joining. So you can see the whole flyer. Peachy Tea Tyme celebrating the birth. We are celebrating the birth of Peachy Tea Tyme on April 30th, 2022. That is the exact date, y'all. That is the exact date that I started my show. Okay? The very exact day, April 30th. It was on a Friday. I was so nervous. I was so scared, but I had all my true friends up there with me, baby. They all was up there. We was deep. We was deep, baby. So, unfortunately, I know all of them that was on that show, they won't be able to show up here in Atlanta for the celebration. But you would definitely be there in spirit, baby. You'll definitely be there in spirit. So April 1st, I will be starting off giving out invitations, okay? You may not get one April 1st, but throughout, from April 1st through April 30th, whoever I choose to come out and kick it with us, because we're going to have a good time, baby. We're going to have some performances. I ain't gonna even tell y'all. But I'm tell y'all one thing. We gonna have a good time. And I'll tell y'all two things. We gonna laugh. We gonna laugh, baby. We gonna have a good time. So I'm finna go ahead and close this show out. You already know what you gotta do, y'all. You already know. We gotta listen to my babies. So we're gonna start with Little Mama, okay? Little Mama. That's what we're gonna call her, Little Mama.
Peachy Tea Tyme.